And welcome back here to Florence, South Carolina, here at Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium, here at the Griffin Athletic Complex. This is the Patriots Sports Network, and I am Alex Wober. Tonight, we'll have the two teams of Francis Marion University hosting Wingate University. Francis Marion leads the all-time series with Wingate 25-17. The Bulldogs won the most recent meeting 8-3 on February 26th. 2020 in Wingate, North Carolina. The most recent meeting in Sparrow Stadium came on February 12, 2019, and resulted in a 3-2 Francis Marion University victory. Wingate is the highest-ranked opponent to ever visit Sparrow Stadium, which opened with FMU defeating 9th-ranked South Carolina 5-4 on April 11, 2012. The last time FMU defeated a team ranked as high as number 2 was a 9-3 win over number 2 Tusculum in the 2012 NCAA Division II Southeast Regional on May 19, 2012. The last victory for FMU over a top 5 opponent was a 10-7 win at number 4 Lander on March 9, 2014. The most recent game against the top 5 opponent was a 7-0 loss at number 1 Mount Olive on March 28, 2017. Wingate is currently ranked number 2 in NCAA Division II and is the defending national champions. The Bulldogs recorded a 39-13 mark in 2021 and defeated Central Missouri 5-3 in the national title game in Cary, North Carolina. As we're setting to reveal the Patriots starting lineup, I'll go ahead and get it started here. Out in right field for the Patriots to start out the lineup is right fielder number 5, Will Hardy. At the shortstop position, batting second, number 50, Nafis Llanos. At third base, number 17, Todd Maddox. At the designated hitter position, number 34, Lineal Gonzalez. Batting fifth, number 33, playing first base, Darius Nobles. And at second base, number 6, Tanner Wakefield. Batting seventh in left field, number 19, Lex Tootin. Behind the plate for the Patriots and batting eighth, number 8, catcher Isaac Shuck. And rounding off the starting lineup, out in center field, number 3, Bill Hanna. The starting pitcher for your Patriots, who's getting his first career start on the mound tonight, number 29, Austin Moore. We'll take a moment here to present the national anthem here at the Cornell Field. Back here on the Patriots Sports Network as we are set to receive the first pitch here with Wingate University starting it off at the plate first. To go through their starting lineup, starting number 1, batting number 7 in left field, Andrew Motzinger. Batting second for the Bulldogs at shortstop, Michael Dansky. Batting third, behind the plate, number 18, Logan McNeely. The designated hitter position, number 12, Jed Bryant. Batting fifth, at first base, number 35, Brett Adams. Batting sixth and in right field, number 17, Sean Barnett. At second base, batting seventh, number 33, Andrew McKay. At third base, batting eighth, number 4, Isaiah Williams-Rim. And to round off the lineup for the Bulldogs in center field, number 1, Justin Guy. Some stats on the Patriots here in the latest Division II national stats. The Patriots rank 4th in hits with 404 so far this season. They rank 6th in team batting average, averaging .344 at the plate. Over for the Bulldogs, they rank number 1 in win-loss percentage, rank 3rd in walks with 194, 5th in strikeouts per 9 innings by pitchers with 11.8, and ranks 8th in triples with 16 on the season. And starting off the lineup for the Bulldogs, Andrew Motzinger at the plate, averaging .438 this season. He'll take the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Motzinger with 121 at-bats, 53 hits, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, and 26 RBIs for the junior out of Wingate University. Next pitch comes in high for ball 2, 2-1 count. Takes a crack at it, back towards right center. And Will Hardy makes the routine play to get out number 1. That'll bring shortstop Michael Dansky up to the plate. Dansky, a .326 average this season, 132 at-bats, 43 hits, a team-leading 13 doubles, 5 home runs, and 25 RBIs for the sophomore. First pitch is outside, but catches the corner for strike 1. Crack of the bat towards shallow left field, and makes the play is left fielder Lex Tootin to get out number 2 here in the top of the first. Right-handed batters against Austin Moore this season, batting .311. 14 hits at 45 at-bats. With the bases empty, batters at .379, 11 hits on 29 at-bats. Reaching the outfield there, and shortstop Nafis Llanos gets the third out to close the top of the first. The Patriots now back at the plate. This is the Patriots Sports Network. We'll be right back.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Back here on the Patriots Sports Network here in the bottom of the first inning after a quick half inning here, the top of the first, 3 up, 3 down for the Patriots. They'll now face starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, senior right-hander Mac Kalari. Kalari this season with a 4.36 ERA, 3-0 in games this season. 25.2 innings pitched, given up 30 hits, 21 runs, walked 6 batters, and has struck out 24. He'll get another couple pitches here before the Patriots' leadoff hitter, Will Hardy, will take the plate. Hardy this season batting .368 and 133 at-bats with 49 hits, 14 doubles, which ranks 10th nationally. He's also got 1 home run and 18 RBIs to his name this season. Currently on a 10-game hitting streak. He will be appearing in his 133rd career game as a Patriot and has career totals of .348 average, 129 runs scored, 10 home runs, and 87 RBIs. Hardy clips it back for strike 1, so 1-1 count against the right fielder. Swing and a miss from Hardy makes it a 1-2 count. Swing of the bat, and it's grounded over to second base. And that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the first as Will Hardy grounds out to the second baseman for the Bulldogs. Now up to the plate for FMU, shortstop number 50, Nafis Llanos. Llanos this season batting .333 at the plate, 114 at-bats with 38 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, and 19 RBIs. Llanos currently on an 8-game hitting streak. He ranks 54th nationally with walks, as a quick bunt, and it's muffed by the catcher, not able to track it down. That'll be a single for Llanos. McNeely had a tough time figuring out the trajectory of that ball. And that'll bring up third baseman, number 17, Todd Maddox, a preseason honorable mention, All-American, All-Conference, and All-Region selection last year. Ranks 8th nationally with 4 triples and 19th with 51 total hits. He's currently on a 75-game streak of safely reaching base dating back to the 2020 season. The streak continues with a hit by pitch, walk, intentional walk, or catcher's interference. Maddox currently 13 games shy of the Division II record. Maddox with an 0-1 count. Llanos over on first base, and the streak continues as Maddox takes one to the back, and he'll advance to first base. So now 12 games shy of the NCAA Division II record. Which brings up the Batman to the plate. Designated hitter Lineal Gonzalez, batting a team-high .417 at the plate. Ranks 38th nationally, now second in Conference Carolinas with that average. Also ranks third nationally in sacrifice flies with 6, and 25th in hits with 50. He is appearing in his 97th career game as a Patriot and has totals of 364 batting average, 20 home runs, 93 RBIs, and a 480 on-base percentage. Gonzalez takes a crack at it, but that flies left for strike 2. Patriots looking to advance their runners here. Llanos on second, 6 of 7 this season in stolen bases. Gonzalez reaches for it, and that's a strikeout for Matt Kalari. Bringing 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that'll have graduate student Darius Nobles up to the plate. Nobles batting .369 in 111 at-bats with 41 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Leads the team in homers right now with 11 and the RBIs with 35. The single-season school record is 15 home runs in a season set by Tim Dockery in 1998. Nobles ranks 25th nationally in home runs, 46th in total bases with 82, 54th in walks with 24, 56th in slugging percentage with 739, and 78th in RBIs. Nobles sneaks it through the left side, and Llanos looking to bring it home, and he will, to get the Patriots' first run of the game. So Nobles with a single there, which advances Maddox to second, bringing Llanos home, so that gives the graduate student another RBI. That'll have graduate student Tanner Wakefield up to the plate. Wakefield with a 16-game hitting streak in which he's batting .507 during that streak. He's recorded 4 hit games in 3 of his last 6 outings. He ranks 58th nationally in hits with 47 and has recorded 16 multi-hit games this season in 31 games. Wakefield sneaks it down the third base line. It goes all the way to the corner there in left field, and that'll be a double for Tanner Wakefield, which brings home third baseman Todd Maddox to make the score 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Nobles now on third base as well. Now up to the plate here, the left fielder for the Patriots, Lex Tootin. Tootin right now ranks 42nd nationally and toughest to strike out. Only 9 strikeouts in 131 plate appearances. Tootin, a .307 batting average at 114 at-bats. He has 35 hits as he makes contact with the first pitch and just a few feet away from creeping into the corner of right field there. So with Patriots runners on second and third with 2 outs, Tootin takes the second pitch for ball 1, 1-1 count. Tootin takes pitch number 3 for ball 2. Kalari really honing in on that outside corner. Tootin sends it over the third baseman's head, and Wakefield comes on in as well. So Nobles and Wakefield score for the Patriots. So Tootin there with 2 RBIs gets himself a single. Patriots now lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. An exceptional start for head coach Arton Abbott and these Patriots. Now up to the plate for FMU, the catcher for the Patriots, Isaac Shuck. Shuck batting .214 this season and 70 at-bats with 15 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, and 11 RBIs. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Shuck gets a piece of it and sends it back for strike 2. Kalari here just a strike away from ending the bottom of the first here. Runner still on first as that pitch is high for ball 1. Another outside pitch from Kalari, not going to catch the strike zone. That makes it a 2-2 count. Shuck reaches for it, and the safety tag from catcher Logan McNeely will end the first inning with the Patriots leading 4-0. This is the Patriots Sports Network. We'll be right back.
The Swamp Fox Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Back here on the Patriots Sports Network. Conference Carolinas is committed to aligning with businesses that share our common values and, like us, strive to attain excellence and virtue in all endeavors. We work hard to make our corporate partnerships a truly beneficial relationship through mutually agreed upon customization that will lead to unparalleled exposure. Conference Carolinas would like to thank our current corporate partners: Barnes & Noble College, Bufkin Baker, Cambria Hotel Greenville, Championship Award Guys, Formetco, Herf Jones, Hometown Ticketing, Marriott Spartanburg, McGriff Insurance Services, McMillan Pasden Smith, Score Shots, SCS by Floor Action, Sidearm Sports, Southern Recognition LLC, South State Bank, Ticket Smarter, Toledo Ticket Technologies, and Vernon Graphics and Promotions. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas corporate partners. And leading off for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second inning will be designated hitter number 12, Jed Bryant. An off-speed pitch from Moore. Draws some questions from Patriot fans in attendance, as the sun is beginning to peek out a little bit. Pretty much an overcast day here at Cormel Field, with potential rains expected around 8 to 9 o'clock, as Bryant sends one back into left center field, but center fielder Bill Hanna makes an incredible grab. And those quick feet on Hanna there at center field, able to make the first out here in the top of the second. Now up here for the Bulldogs, the first baseman, Brett Adams. He's batting .293 this season and 41 at-bats with 12 hits, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Missed up by Wakefield and flipped over to Nobles for out number 2. So the Patriots so far on defense have been exceptional with routine flyouts and ground balls hit to him. It's been a relaxing few innings for Austin Moore. The pitch from Moore, swung at by Sean Barnett, but it's foul for strike 1. Off-speed pitch from Moore catches the strike zone for strike 2. Moore here with an opportunity to close out the top of the second. Here comes the pitch, and it's fouled off. So the count will stay the same at 0-2. The pitch, and that sneaks under. Shuck for ball 1. Outside pitch from Moore catches the strike zone and ends the top of the second. So 3 up, 3 down once again for starting pitcher Austin Moore. That'll take us into the bottom of the second inning right here on the Patriots Sports Network.
Francis Marion University has always put its students first because the very best college education must be both meaningful and affordable. We've frozen tuition for 3 straight years. We've expanded our programs, opening the door to a variety of rewarding careers. Our campus has been recognized as the safest in the state. And now we're providing students with an on-campus healthcare plan that's covered by their existing tuition. This is what every college should be doing. We know one that actually is.
Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, here in the bottom of the second inning, Patriots leading 4-0 as their defense has been performing amazing so far. 3 up, 3 down. A lot of thanks towards starting pitcher Austin Moore, who hasn't given up a hit yet against the Bulldogs. So leading off here for the Patriots here in the bottom of the second, center fielder and number 3, Bill Hanna. Hanna batting .317 at the plate this season and 123 at-bats with 39 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, and 16 RBIs. Currently on an 8-game hitting streak, he ranks 11th nationally in sacrifice bunts with 6. Has a little blooper over to the first baseman. Scooped up to Kalari for the first out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for the Patriots with right fielder Will Hardy, who grounded out to second baseman McKay for the first out there in the top of the bottom of the first for the Patriots. He'll look for some redemption here in his next at-bat. Hardy swings and hits it almost in the exact spot he hit it to in his first at-bat. Same exact result, ground out to the second baseman. So Patriots now down with 2 outs on the board, bringing up shortstop Nafis Llanos to the plate. And Llanos was able to reach first on a bunt in the bottom of the first, with McNeely having trouble tracking that baseball down. And Llanos hits it right over Kalari's head into center field for a single. So Llanos 2 for 2 on the day so far. And hits a bit of a Super Mario jump when he gets to first base. So interesting from the shortstop. Never seen that celebration before. Now up to the plate for FMU, the third baseman Todd Maddox. He's recorded 17 multi-hit games in 32 contests played this season, and on his first at-bat extended his streak of safely reaching base, now a 76-game streak, as he was hit by pitch in his first at-bat. High pitch, draws ball 1. And attempting to pick off Llanos there at first base, but one of the more agile Patriots went on base. Like I said earlier, 6 for 7 in stolen bases this season. Maddox gets called for a strike, and Llanos, just as I was saying, 6 for 7 in stolen bases, gets caught stealing at second base to end the bottom of the second. That'll take us to the top of the third inning with the Bulldogs back up at the plate. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Compassion and commitment have made you a great nurse. Now it's time to take the next step in your career and earn an advanced practice degree. Francis Marion University Nursing is led by great nurses who take teaching seriously. We're recognized as a National Center of Excellence for Teaching Nurses. Francis Marion University. Teaching matters here.
Back here on the Patriots Sport Network, Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place. The Patriots are set to begin the top of the third inning with number 33, Second baseman Andrew McKay up to the plate for the Bulldogs, batting .265 this season in 102 at-bats with 27 hits, 3 doubles, a home run, and 13 RBIs. First pitch is outside for ball 1. It makes the count 2-1 there with the outside pitch from Moore. So a foul ball from McKay sends it out of the Sparrow Stadium here, so makes the count 2-2. And not enough. Makes it ball 3, so full count here against McKay. And Moore catches him. That'll retire McKay and bring up third baseman number 4, Isaiah Williams-Rim. Sophomore batting .344 at the plate this season in 93 at-bats, 32 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and 12 RBIs. Swing and a miss first pitch. Oh, 0-2 count against the third baseman for the Bulldogs. Austin Moore registers another strikeout, sending Rim back to the dugout. And now 2 outs on the board against the Bulldogs. Now at the plate for the Bulldogs, number 1 out in center field, Justin Guy, batting .242 at the plate and 120 at-bats, 29 hits, 9 doubles, a triple, and 1 home run with 20 RBIs. He takes a swing, and the hop gets over third baseman Todd Maddox. And that'll be a single for Justin Guy. So the first hit against starting pitcher Austin Moore now brings us back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs with number 7 out in left field, Andrew Motzinger, up to the plate. Motzinger flew out in his first at-bat, and he swings there for strike 1. Curveball from Moore catches the outside corner, makes it strike 2. So Moore a strike away from ending the top of the third. Checks the runner at first. The pitch, and just a bit outside for ball 1. Some legs moving over in both bullpens right now. We'll get you more information when we find out who's over there. As a crack of the bat from Motzinger sends to center fielder Bill Hanna for the third out here in the top of the third. Patriots back up to bat here on the Patriots Sports Network. back here on the Patriots Sports Network, where the Patriots still lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. We still have Bulldogs' Matt Kalari still on the mound. And the Patriots here with designated hitter Linneo Gonzalez. Oh, excuse me, third baseman Todd Maddox. Because Nafis Llanos, in his stolen base attempt, caught stealing by catcher McNeely, which, as a matter of fact, was his 10th time catching a runner stealing this season. So Todd Maddox will remain at bat for the Patriots with designated hitter Linneo Gonzalez on deck. And as we discussed in his first at-bat, Todd Maddox has already continued his streak of safely reaching base to 76 games now after being hit by a pitch. And Maddox gets the bat going early as it goes under third baseman Williams' rim for an error. So Maddox will reach first on a fielding error by Williams' rim. So thankfully, Maddox already extended his streak, as that brings designated hitter Linneo Gonzalez back up to the plate. Gonzalez in his first at-bat struck out. As we mentioned earlier, he is second in Conference Carolinas in batting average, batting .417. Gonzalez gets a piece of it, and that's a double play for the Bulldogs. So unfortunate at-bat there for the Patriots. Gets Todd Maddox out at second and Gonzalez out at first, bringing first baseman number 33, Darius Nobles, up to the plate. And his last at-bat, he squeaked a single through the left side of the infield. It'll be up to him to keep this inning alive now with 2 outs on the board. And he swings immediately towards center field, and it gets behind center fielder Justin Guy, and Nobles will come into second there for his first double of the game. So now a single and a double for Nobles on the day. Brings up second baseman Tanner Wakefield back up to the plate, who is now at a 17-game hitting streak, 12 for his last 19. He'll look to go 2 for 2 now with Nobles on second. And Wakefield swings at an inside pitch, makes the count 1-1 against the second baseman. Pitches outside and in the dirt. for ball 2. Wakefield with a hit here could extend the inning as he gets a piece of that and fouls it back. So count now at 2-2 with 2 outs. Wakefield swings and fouls it back, so count staying at 2-2. Kalari able to close out the bottom of the 3rd here with a strike. As that pitch is outside and low for ball 3, so a full count against Wakefield now. Wakefield calls time. As Wakefield sends it into center field, Noble's heading home. And he comes in safely as the Patriots extend their lead now to 5. So Wakefield with a single will bring left fielder Lex Tootin to the plate. It raises the question as how long will the Bulldogs keep Kalari in there now as they face a 5-0 deficit here in the bottom of the 3rd? Outside pitch again from Kalari makes it 2-0. Nobody quite warming up in the Bulldogs or Patriot bullpen as of right now, but there are some legs moving over there. As Tootin swings for strike 1, so 2-1 count now with Wakefield on first. And now in the Bulldogs bullpen, there's some warming up going on. So as we said, we will provide you with some information as we get closer to seeing who's over there warming up. 3-1 count now against Tootin. Swings back into center field, and routine play for Justin Guy to end the bottom of the 3rd inning. Patriots with a 5-0 lead. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
If there's a prettier place to go to college in the springtime, we don't know about it. Of course, we think it's the place to be all year round. Francis Marion University. Unparalleled beauty, unbeatable affordability, education that will last a lifetime.
Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, as the Patriots back out on the field here in the top of the fourth inning, they hold a 5-0 lead after a Wakefield RBI there with 2 outs. They're in the bottom of the third inning. Austin Moore still out there on the mound for the Patriots as he's only given up 1 hit against the Bulldogs. Over in the Bulldogs bullpen, we now have clarification that the pitcher warming up for Wingate is number 15, Mitch Ferris. So a possibility we see a new face out there on the mound for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up number 2 for the Bulldogs, shortstop Michael Dansky. Right down Palmetto Street for strike 1. Strike 2 against Dansky. Contact from Dansky and grounded out to second baseman Tanner Wakefield for the first out here in the top of the fourth inning. That'll bring number 18 behind the plate, Logan McNeely. Curveball a little too high for ball 1. Strike 1 against McNeely. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fourth pitch from Moore is outside in the dirt for ball 2, so 2-2 count here against McNeely. That pitch makes it a full count. Strike 3. McNeely thought he was given a walk on that pitch, but that's another strikeout for starting pitcher Austin Moore, number 4 on the day for the junior. That brings up designated hitter number 12, Jed Bryan, up to the plate. As that first pitch is down the middle for strike 1. Off-speed pitch from Moore. Not able to creep into the strike zone. just a tad bit outside, makes it a 2-1 count. So 3-1 count now against Bryant. He'll sneak one through the gap there at third base and shortstop. He'll get himself a single. And that'll be the second hit of the game so far for the Bulldogs. Now up to the plate for the Bulldogs. First baseman, number 35, Brett Adams. He swings and misses for strike one. Austin Moore against lefties at the plate. 6 hits and 12 at-bats. So flip a coin here to see if the Bulldogs get a hit here. An outside pitch catches the bottom corner, making it a 1-2 count. Moore a strike away from closing out the top of the fourth. Swings, and Wakefield makes the grab and inches away. That's a single for Brett Adams, advancing Jed Bryant over to second base. So the Bulldogs, with runners on first and second, will bring right fielder number 17, Sean Barnett, to the plate. The lone freshman on the roster for the starting lineup for Wingate University. Off-speed pitch from Moore goes down for strike one. So Isaac Shucks signaling to the infield. Smack of the bat, gonna head over towards Tootin's side, and Tootin makes the routine grab to end the top of the fourth. Taking us here to the bottom of the fourth with the Patriots back at the plate. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Three games That is 8 2/3 scoreless innings now for the Patriots against opponents. Isaac Shuck will be at the plate for the Patriots to start the bottom of the fourth. As the first pitch comes in from Kalari for strike one. Next pitch for strike two. Just a bit outside for ball one. As Shuck clips it back towards the netting. Still a 1-2 count against the man behind the plate for the Patriots. And Shuck swings and misses for a strikeout as the Bulldogs with an out on the board. That'll bring center fielder number 3, Bill Hanna, now up to the plate. Low for strike one. FMU will play host to a Conference Carolina series with the University of Mount Olive this weekend. The squads will play a single game on Friday at 6 p.m. and a doubleheader on Saturday at 1 p.m. We will have all 3 games here on the Patriots Sports Network. So an 0-2 count against Hanna now. And he's quickly retired. Another strikeout for Kalari. Brings back Will Hardy, so back up to the top of the lineup for the Patriots. Hardy with 2 groundouts so far in his at-bats. And a hit here could extend his 10-game hitting streak to 11. Outside pitch for ball 2. Hardy takes a chuck at it, but that winds back foul, so 2-1 count. And now we also have some warming up going on in the Patriots bullpen. We'll get you information when we find out. So Hardy now down 2-2 in the count. He swings and misses, and the throw to first base is good, and that retires the bottom of the fourth with the Bulldogs back up to the plate here at the top of the fifth. We'll be right back here on the Patriots Sports Network.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Well, back here on the Patriots Sports Network, I'm Alex Wober, joining you here for Francis Marion University Baseball, hosting number 2 ranked nationally Wingate University, the reigning champs as well in NCAA Division II baseball. The Conference Carolinas Digital Network, powered by Blue Frame, is the official digital network of Conference Carolinas. It will encompass all original programming from Conference Carolinas. The Conference Carolinas Digital Network is available online at conferencecarolinasdn.com, as well as on platforms such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. Mobile devices including iPhone, iPad, and Android will also work with the default web browser. Learn more and start watching now on conferencecarolinasdn.com. And back up at the plate for the Bulldogs. That's Andrew McKay, the sophomore second baseman. Takes a chuck at it, and it's sailing back towards left field, and Tootin makes an impressive grab, running back towards the wall. So the first out on the board against the Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth. So now at the plate for Wingate, third baseman number 4, Isaiah Williams-Rim, as he swings and misses for strike one. He struck out in his last at-bat for the Bulldogs. This time he sends it towards center field, and it gets down for a single. Center fielder Bill Hanna might have the quick feet, but that one was a little bit too far out of grasp. And now we'll have the center fielder for the Bulldogs, number 1, senior Justin Guy, up to the plate. Guy gets a piece of it. It heads towards right fielder Will Hardy, and he makes the routine play for the Patriots. So 2 outs now against the Bulldogs, and it'll bring us back to the top of the lineup with left fielder number 7, Andrew Motzinger, up to the plate. Motzinger gets a piece of it going down the third base line, and they try to see if it'll roll out foul, but that'll stay towards the infield inside the lines for a single. Now up to the plate for the Bulldogs at shortstop, number 2, Michael Dansky. So the Bulldogs with runners on first and second. First pitch from Moore for strike one. Next pitch from Moore is a little bit outside for ball one. Over in the Patriots bullpen warming up is freshman right-hander Robbie Jordan. The next pitch from Moore is outside for ball two, so a 2-1 count. a swing, and the bat comes loose. So keep your head on a swivel if you're in the Patriots dugout, as we've got a wild bat flying around from the shortstop. So a 2-2 count now against Dansky. Outside pitch makes it a full count. A strike here ends the inning. Shot from Dansky goes foul. The pitch from Moore clips the leg of Dansky, and that'll load the bases for the Bulldogs. And it'll also get it a mound appearance from head coach Art Navident. Probably just some words of encouragement for Moore, as the inning has 2 outs on the board, and designated hitter number 12, Jed Bryan, up to the plate. So we'll return back to action with Moore still on the mound. This is the longest career outing for the junior, 4.2 innings pitched. Excuse me, catcher number 18, Logan McNeely, up to the plate, not designated hitter Jed Bryant. And he'll have the bases loaded as he gets a piece of it, and first baseman Darius Nobles gets the foul out and will end the inning, leaving Bulldogs bases loaded. So the Patriots still lead 5-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
The Swamp Fox Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank a few more sponsors: King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and agent Jim Stewart, Quincy's Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, Waffle House, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall's Supply Incorporated, Western Sizzling Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Well, Kalari is still out there on the mound for the Bulldogs, despite warming up going on in the bullpen for Wingate. We'll be back to shortstop Nafis Janos up to the plate. That first pitch goes down for strike one. Janos swings for the fences for strike two. Bit outside for ball one. So 2-2 count now against Janos. Record for the Patriots when leading after 4 innings. It's 15-2 this season. As Janos sneaks one through the right side of the infield, leading into right field. That'll be a single for Janos. And that'll bring third baseman Todd Maddox back up to the plate. Low pitch for ball one. Janos on first base was caught stealing in his last time on base. So Janos definitely knows the risk of stealing against this Bulldogs defense as Maddox sends it into left center field, and that'll be out number one here in the bottom of the fifth. And a mound visit here for the Bulldogs. And it will be a pitching change. So Matt Kalari making it through about 4 1/3 of an inning. We're waiting to see who's on the mound now for the Bulldogs. It'll be number 15, Mitch Ferris of the Bulldogs, the sophomore southpaw. So a left-handed pitcher here coming against the Patriots, mixing it up a little bit here on defense. And as the newly substituted pitcher gets a few warm-up pitches in, we'll talk to you a little bit more about Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas has a rich tradition and roots that dates back to its early initial inception on December 6th, 1930. Conference Carolinas believes in the development and formation of the whole person in body, mind, and soul. Our students are nationally recognized for their extraordinary success in the classroom, in the community, and at the highest levels of NCAA competition. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas. That's conferencecarolinas.com. So back here on the Patriots Sports Network, number 15, Mitch Ferris, coming in for Matt Kalari. Ferris with a 2.84 ERA this season, 3-1 with 11 appearances, 2 saves, 19 innings pitched, giving up 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 unearned, and 11 walks with 30 strikeouts. Batters are batting 167 against the southpaw for the Bulldogs. As Gonzalez sends it towards the second baseman, and that's a double play for the Bulldogs. So new pitcher, now new inning, as the Bulldogs are back up at the plate to start the top of the 6th inning right here on the Patriots Sports Network.
Francis Marion University has always put its students first because the very best college education must be both meaningful and affordable. We've frozen tuition for 3 straight years. We've expanded our programs, opening the door to a variety of rewarding careers. Our campus has been recognized as the safest in the state. And now we're providing students with an on-campus healthcare plan that's covered by their existing tuition. This is what every college should be doing. We know one that actually is.
Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, as we've got rainfall here in Florence, South Carolina. We'll wait and see as what our umpires want to do here, as the rain actually seems to be somewhat calming down, but then it picks up right back again. So we'll see what happens here as we have the Bulldogs back up to the plate. Austin Moore still pitching for the Patriots. The Florence native has only given up 5 hits against the Bulldogs and no runs so far. And strike 1 against number 12. Jed Bryant, the designated hitter for the Bulldogs. As the rain seemed to have calmed down a little bit, and we're going to continue play here. We've got a 2-1 count now. Swing of the bat, and it's grounded over to the shortstop, Nafis Llanos, who gets it over to first baseman Darius Nobles for the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. Now up to the plate for the Bulldogs, number 35, first baseman Brett Adams. Pitch is high and outside for ball 1. And a strike there from Moore to make the count 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1. As that's hit into left field, Tootin comes up with it, and not in time to catch Adams going to second. So a double for Adams will bring right fielder number 17. Oh, excuse me. Looks like we have a potential pinch hitter. As it looks to be number 8, but we're waiting for confirmation. And it is number 8, Grayson Chapman, the junior outfielder for the Bulldogs. He'll bat in place of right fielder number 17, Sean Barnett. As first pitch is swung at for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And strike 3. But the pitch, or excuse me, the toss back from Shuck goes over the head of Austin Moore, but doesn't leave the infield, keeping Adams at second. So 2 outs now against the Bulldogs, and that'll have number 33, second baseman Andrew McKay, up to the plate. Check swing, and they'll call it a strike. So 1-1 count against the second baseman for the Bulldogs. And that's going to be ball 2, so 2-1 count now against McKay with runners on, or excuse me, a runner on second. That's strike 2 against McKay, so a 2-2 count, a strike away from ending the inning. Swing and a miss, so that will retire the top of the 6th inning, bringing the Patriots up to bat. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Compassion and commitment have made you a great nurse. Now it's time to take the next step in your career and earn an advanced practice degree. Francis Marion University Nursing is led by great nurses who take teaching seriously. We're recognized as a National Center of Excellence for Teaching Nurses. Francis Marion University. Teaching matters here.
Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as we've got the Patriots back up to the plate with number 33, first baseman Darius Nobles, to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. Darius Nobles today 2 for 2 with an RBI. We'll have Tanner Wakefield, the second baseman, on deck for the Patriots. First pitch catches the inside corner for strike one. Second pitch is just a bit outside for ball one. Nobles gets a piece of it, and that'll go out foul for strike two. So 1-2 count against the first baseman. And that'll be a strikeout against Nobles. Bringing up Tanner Wakefield up to the plate for the Patriots. So Mitch Ferris and his two batters he has faced, no hits given up yet. The low pitch comes in for ball one. Wakefield gets a piece of it, but it goes back foul for strike one. Wakefield swings through for strike two. Wakefield gets a piece of it and sneaks it through the left side. And that'll be a single for the second baseman. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Lex Tootin. Lex Tootin on the day, 1 for 2, but that first at bat brought in 2 runs, so 2 RBIs on the day for the left fielder. And a low pitch as Wakefield's going to steal second. So a pass ball there against the Bulldogs will advance Wakefield to second. Next pitch is low and inside for ball 2. Tootin sends it into left field. Wakefield's going to come home. And he's going to reach home safely as the Patriots extend the lead to 6. So another bad pitch there from Ferris, and that'll advance Tootin to second base. So Shuck at the plate with a 1-0 count. Shuck with 2 strikeouts in his at-bats so far today. He'll look for a little bit of redemption against left-handed pitcher Mitch Ferris. And that'll be right down the middle for strike 1, so count makes it 2-1 now. High pitch from Ferris. Makes it 3-1 count. Pitch from Ferris. Gets called a strike, and that'll bring it to a full count against Shuck. Inside pitch sends Shuck to first base. And the Patriots now have runners on first and second with Pepsi, McDonald, Marriott, Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place. King Cadillac, Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, Waffle House, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall's Supply Incorporated, Western Sizzlin' Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. As we're set to return back to action, just a few words on that mound visit from Bulldogs coaching. And Hardy will now face Mitch Ferris for the first time as he takes pitch number 1, making it a 1-0 count against Hardy. First time the Patriots have had the bases loaded tonight as Hardy swings through for strike 1. Hardy swings through again for strike 2. Hardy sends one right up the middle. It's going to bring home Tootin. Wakefield going to round third. Or excuse me, Shuck. So that's going to be 2 runners scored for the Patriots, making it 8-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. So Hannah advances to second. Hardy stays on first. And that brings shortstop Nafis Janos up to the plate. So Will Hardy getting his first hit on the day. Also adds 2 RBIs to his stat column. That'll also extend his hitting streak to 11 games now after that single up the middle. Mavis Llanos at the plate today, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. He continued his hitting streak as well to a 9-game hitting streak now. Right down the pipe from Ferris, makes it a 2-1 count. Jono swings, a scoop from shortstop, and that'll be a double play for the Bulldogs. I believe their third double play of the game so far, and that'll retire the bottom of the 6th, bringing us to the bottom of the 7th with the Bulldogs up at the plate. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Back here on the Patriots Sports Network, and we've got a pitching change for you here in the top of the 7th inning. Congratulations to Austin Moore for pitching those first 6 innings for the Patriots and giving up 0 runs to second-ranked nationally Wingate University. So Daniel Twitty now on the mound for the Patriots. Twitty this season with a 2.51 ERA, 14 strikeouts, given up 12 hits, and has pitched 14 1/3 of an inning. Daniel 22-0 in his appearances this season. 7 appearances on the season with a save. Batters batting .231 against the right-hander. Twitty replacing Moore. We'd like to thank Austin Moore for his 6 innings pitched, giving up only 6 hits and registering 6 strikeouts against the number 2 ranked Bulldogs. As we have a lightning delay here in Florence, South Carolina, so that'll be a 30-minute waiting period for us here. We'll come back here on the Patriots Sports Network. We'll be right back. Thank you, Patriot fans and listeners out there on the Patriot Sports Network, for being patient with us here. The final score in tonight's game between FMU and Wingate University is 8-0, going all the way for 6 innings. Called because of the weather. We were in a 30-minute lightning delay, and that extended. So now the final has been called with Patriots again winning 8-0. The win for the Patriots on the mound goes to junior pitcher Austin Moore, who pitched 6 innings today, 81 pitches, giving up 6 hits and striking out 6 batters. His season ERA now at 1.53 with 28 strikeouts and giving up 38 hits in 31.1 innings pitched. The loss goes to Wingate's Mac Kalari, who pitched 4.1 innings with 67 pitches, giving up 8 hits, having 5 strikeouts, and giving up 5 earned runs. For the Patriots at the plate today, look at Nafis Llanos, who had 3 hits in 4 at-bats, which led the Patriots for a while until Tanner Wakefield went a solid 3 for 3 at the plate today with 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Lex Tootin as well at the plate with 2 hits at 3 at-bats, 1 run, and 3 RBIs. Will Hardy as well with 1 hit in his 4 at-bats with a 2 RBI single for him. Over on Wingate's side, a quiet day at the plate for them, but you have Brett Adams, who finished with 2 hits and 3 at-bats, including the only double for the Bulldogs in today's game. The Patriots will face off against the University of Mount Olive for one game on Friday starting at 6 p.m. and a doubleheader on Saturday starting at 1 p.m. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
We'll have all the action for you on the Patriots Sports Network. You got to get all those in.
The Patriots softball team, who are 20-13, will also host a pair of Conference Carolinas doubleheaders this weekend. Shawan University on Friday at 4 p.m. and Emmanuel College on Saturday at 2 p.m. All those games will also be here on the Patriots Sports Network. The Patriots men's and women's tennis teams will play at Belmont Abbey College on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and at Converse University on Saturday at noon. The Patriot men are ranked 33rd in NCAA Division II this week and have won 10 straight, the longest streak since 2006. Both squads are still unbeaten in Conference Carolinas play. Thank you for listening in tonight. I'm Alex Wober. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Have a good night.